Morning everyone, I'm back at the marina at Guardamar del Segura. Last time I was here I struggled with really strong winds. It is so windy around here. Today it's going to be a bit calmer, but whereas last time I had some really nice kind of quite moody skies, today it's clear blue skies, so a different kind of environmental challenge for today, a bit more of a creative one. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you do and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. Okay, the last time I was here out on this wall, I had to shoot whatever angle I could get a little bit of shelter from the wind, and I got an image that was kind of okay, but I wasn't completely happy with the composition. Today, my challenges are a little bit different. For a start, I've not got a particularly interesting sky. There's a nice coloured band across the horizon. We are about 35 minutes before sunrise, but I haven't got a lot in the way of an interesting sky. And the second challenge I've got is just the sheer number of people about. Last time I came here, probably because it was so windy, there was nobody about. I think I saw one other person who came out onto this wall, but today there's loads of people fishing, walking, jogging, so you know, I'm gonna try a shot or two just on here, but I think I'm going to have to try and find somewhere a bit quieter to do something. Just too many people down there. If they'd all been moving, I'd have been tempted to go for a really long exposure for 4, 5, 6 minutes or something like that. But a lot of them were kind of in one place because they're fishing. Maybe this is a better location for the winter, I don't know. I'm going to have a look around and see what else I can find now. Last time when I was here, the wind was blowing so strong, I kind of had to try and find somewhere sheltered. Just come round sort of kind of by the edge of the where the marina joins into the river, and there's a restaurant here which is kind of built around an old fishing boat which is kind of up on a, I don't know, kind of like almost like a dry dock type thing. And I just think it makes for quite a nice image. You know, the challenge I've got is there's like a street light in there, which is fine, but there's also like a really high intensity, like a security light. So I need to keep that out of the frame. So I'm actually going to do this vertical, but it will probably end up as a square crop, just with like the restaurant and the boat above the horizon, or above the centre of the frame, and some reflections. They're not perfect reflections below. I can get about 6-second exposure at f11 quickly before a boat comes through. come a little bit further down because the coastline here, or the beaches here, there's sort of backed by sand dunes, and I'm standing on one of the walkways that kind of leads around and down onto the beach. And I'm just trying to get a shot looking along there with this kind of the dunes on either side, with the sea and some of those sort of sunrise tones over in the background. I've tried to get far enough along so that the railings on the top of the walkway aren't overlapping with the harbour wall, which is in the sort of the near background, if you like, or the coastline, which is in the far background. There is, unfortunately, it's a water, it's basically for washing your feet, which is built right by the side of it, that I can't do anything about. I might clone that out if it looks really ugly in the final image, I don't know. Depends if the image is worth it. It's going to be a 16:9 crop to take out some of the sky. Sun is actually coming up out there now, just breaking the horizon. Something a little bit simpler. There's a dune sitting off here with some like grasses and things growing on it and the sun rising in the background. So I've gone over to the 55 to 200, 55 mil, keeping the dunes in the bottom. So it's about 1/3 of the dunes, about 1/3 sea, and then about 1/3 sky with the sun coming up. I decided to walk back along the top of the dunes, and it's brought me back along to where that wall was where I started out. I can see loads of people on there, but I've got quite an interesting kind of almost top-down view of it. I can't go too far along because otherwise the sun's going to be in the frame. So there we go, same location as a few weeks ago and an entirely different set of challenges to get some images. If I'm honest, I suspect the images from the last trip here when I was battling the strong winds are probably going to be the stronger ones, simply because we had that interesting, moody, dramatic sky, whereas today the sky has done very little to help the photography, if I'm honest. Nevertheless, it's been a very pleasant morning out and I'm hoping I've got a few images to show for it. You'll already have seen, and you'll have to let me know what you think. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, likes, shares and comments always appreciated. If you've enjoyed this video and you're new here and you haven't hit subscribe yet, then now would be a great time to do so. And as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, so thank you very much. And until the next video, Bye.